Alright, so welcome back to our Adobe XD UX design course. This is our fifth lesson, and we're going to talk about what? Text. Alright, text are a very important element of our design. Whatever you do, you're going to apply some text to it. So we are going to now talk about text. Alright, so I'm going to create a new artboard, and we can use that one for our text. So I'm going to just duplicate my artboard like this. I just select my artboard tool, and then I'll go ahead and draw whatever I want to draw, but I want to just use this one again. So let me just duplicate regardless of whatever I have here there. Okay, and then I'll delete the element on it. I want to have the same property as the previous artboard, so I can just do that one. Okay, so I want to apply some text onto the screen, and the shortcut for the text tool is what? T. So when I type T on the keyboard, it should select, or I can just click on the T here, and then it will be selected for me. Now there are two ways we can use to create our text. We can either draw a text box like this, depending on the shape and the space you want to apply our text, and then we can start typing on it. You can see that when it gets to the end of the box, it will just wrap itself and then start all over from the other side again. So this is what the text box does. And then we can also just click once on the space, and then we can just start typing. But this time around, it doesn't have an end. It will just move across. It will never end. So these are the two ways we can do that. But regardless of the ways we will do it, we can still revert to the other ways. Okay, so if you have this continuous typing, we can still make it look like this, and if we have this, we can still make it look like this. Good. So we will start with any of them. So let's go up, select this one, zoom in. So this is our text here. What can we do to this text that we have? Let me actually give you a correct text. So I'm just going to type something like GitHub Adobe XD tutorial. So this is what we have here. Now you can see that it was unable to fill the space, so we can actually reduce those space that are left. They are not doing anything, but when we move extends, we just wrap it up. Okay, you can just wrap it up, but we want it to just be the same width. Okay, so this is the text we have. What can we do to this text? Similarly, we can increase that. Similarly, we can increase the width and the height of this text, okay, by dragging the bottom right here. All right, this is a text box, so it will just increase the size of the box. Okay, that is what the text box will do. Now if we have this, I'm just going to create another one like this. GitHub Adobe XD tutorial. Now these are the same text that I have done here, right? But this one is in text box, and this one is just normal text. When I drag here, it will just increase the size of the text for me. But when I drag on this one, it will increase the size of the text box, which will allow it for more content to be applied here or to be added. but here it will just increase the size of the text for me. It's another way of increasing the size of the text, and you can see that whilst I'm increasing the size of the text, the size on the property area that refers to the text, the font size is also increasing. So you can just look at this side. This is where we change the size of the font. So whilst I'm increasing it, it is also increasing, and whilst I'm reducing it, it's also reducing. Okay, so this is that point. We can also change the rotation. As I told you in the previous video, that whatever property we add to the shapes, we can as well add to the other elements. We can flip rotation like this, and top to bottom. We can change the font family, so we can change to the font we want. Okay, we can change here any font that we want. You can just apply it from this side, and we can change how they show. You know, some of the fonts have multiple display, so if they have, you may need to. So let me select a font like Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat. Here Montserrat has multiple displays, so it has regular, it has thin, it has thin italic, okay, extra light italic, it has medium italic, it has black italic. So if they have this, you probably will be able to add up to it, except that the font doesn't have these dimensions. Good. You can change the spacing, the character spacing. Okay, so set this one to 20. The spacing between them increases. Set it to 50. It increases. You can 150. You can see it has increased. You can change the line height. That is, if there are two text, one on top, one below, you can just increase the line in between them. You can set the alignment, whether center, right, left. You can set it. You can change all of them to caps, as well change all of them to lowercase. Okay, so you have uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, and then we have superscript and then subscript, superscript and subscript. So you want to create a text which has a superscript and an upperscript. So like something like maybe 2 raised to the power 5. All right, so 2 raised to the power 5. This is how you're going to do it. You just type 25 like that, and then you select one of them, that is the 5. Okay, and then apply a superscript to it. Now this one will be what? 2 raised to the power 5. So just apply this to 2 raised to the power 5. So in your UI, if it has to do with e-commerce, online trading, and you are applying something like a price tag there, you can use this one to do it, to tell the developer that here is a price tag. So it should be like this. I want it to be like that, so that it can be coded or developed like that. Okay, so that is the superscript and upperscript. So you can as well, you know, the opacity is also here, right here. All right, you can apply opacity right. You have blend mode as well. Talk about it when we reach the colors. We also have the fill. You can change the color of the text, change the appearance of the text as well. So this is that what we have here. And then text can also have borders. All right, they can also have borders, so we can increase their borders. You know, whatever we did for text, we can also apply them here. We can have borders. All right, that is it. They can as well have what shadow. Okay, so you can have shadow. No, they can have shadow as well. Okay, yeah, so that is what text can do. All right, in our next video we're going to talk about colors. Okay, we're going to talk about how we can apply what colors. So stick through and then follow this video keenly. You're going to learn about how you can apply colors, how you can apply gradient. Gradient is when two or more colors meet. Okay, we're going to look at that. So stay tuned, and then we'll move on to the next video.